If you could have talked to me 5 years ago, I would have said you were insane to think that I would want to live a slower life. I was the type of person who worked a full-time job, a freelance job, and was studying in university full-time. It wasn't until I started to burn out, lose friendships, and find myself so lost that I even considered slowing down to be an option. The term slow that we often see used in industries like slow fashion, slow living, and even slow cooking is actually an acronym which stands for sustainable, local, organic, and whole. Now, everyone has different definitions when it comes to slow living, and I really believe that this should be a personal thing. So take these tips with a grain of salt and try to find a way to naturally integrate the ethos of slow living into your life, even if it's just a small step at a time. I often find that when learning about a new lifestyle or a way of living, it really becomes all or nothing. Forcing yourself into minimalism when you actually love the objects that surround you, committing yourself to a career solely because of the wage, vowing to never eat carbs again because of the online articles that you've read. I have found that the best way to integrate into a new lifestyle is by diving into your why. And I can't answer this for you, but the idea of living a slow life is so that you can spend your time and energy on the things that deeply resonate with you. Instead of striving to do things faster, what do you want to focus on doing better in your life? I know for me, it was all about living a life of intention. I wanted to be able to say that everything I did in life I did with passion. So here are a few questions to ask yourself when starting this journey. If money wasn't an object, what would I spend my time doing? When my body passes on, what do I want to be remembered for? Where is my happy place? Do I find myself in this place as often as I'd like? Taking the time to reflect on these questions is an act of slow living already. And once you are able to identify why you are on this path, the physical and mental actions will simply begin falling into place. At this point, you're probably tired of my rambling, and you might be asking, what are some of the things to help me on my journey? So here are a few thoughts of mine. Find presence within every moment. The next time you wake up, I want you to slowly rise. Now, you may tend to reach for your phone, as a lot of us do, but I want you to focus on this singular moment for right now. Allow your body to fully wake up. Give yourself this opportunity to be cared for without any distraction. I usually start my day with a shower, but more importantly, I set the environment to create the intention that this moment right here is self-care. You do not need to rush to get ready for work, because that mentality will simply just bleed into all actions that come before work. Even if your shower is 2 minutes long, I want you to spend that entire time immersed in the experience. Allowing my mind to slow down and focus on the one thing I'm currently doing has really allowed me to be extremely present, but it also allows me to show up at 100%. Learn to say no. When I talk about slow living to people and I reflect on my experiences so far, I've realized the thing that living slowly has impacted most is my relationships. Simply learning to say no to the things which do not fulfill me or take me away from the things I am passionate about have allowed me to reclaim time that was often lost. With this time, I pour back into the things which make this life so beautiful for me. My relationships have become much deeper and intimate, but the relationship I have with myself is continuously fostered and cared for. By learning to say no, I have really allowed myself to discover the things in my life that are a definite yes. To be busy does not mean to be successful. I want to repeat this one again. To be busy does not mean to be successful. During my short time on this beautiful earth, I've learned a few things that have really guided me. And I think one of the most impactful things that I've learned is that the slow, more genuine moments in life are the moments which we actually cherish as memories. It's so easy to get caught up in day-to-day tasks to convince ourselves that being busy is synonymous for being successful. But I really want to ask you, when was the last time you were sitting down and basking in the joyous memories of being extremely stressed out and confined within your office? In our modern world, it's almost programmed within our minds that to take a step back, to allow our body and mind to relax, and to seek that downtime means that we are lazy or unmotivated. To live a slow life does not mean that you do not live with ambition and drive. It simply means that every aspect of your life is led with intention. Now, if any of these thoughts have resonated with you, no matter how far on this journey you are, I would really love to hear about your experience with slow living in the comments below. I'm excited to hear about your journey, and as always, I love you lots. Goodbye, my beautiful friends.